All right, hello everyone. Here we are, hole 4. Do watch my other tutorial. I was able to pull this shot off. Also, pay attention to subtle wind direction changes. That's going to be the key. Other than that, you're going to see that I'm going to use this Berserker here. So the big key here is going to be those subtle differences. And, keep in mind these Berserker balls are, entirely free to play. So you can win these in the Masters tournament or the Golden Shot. So if they get 13 something, I'm probably going to get close to 14 and a half. It's going to be a little bit smaller wind. And I might have to do something a little bit closer to what they're doing, to where I'm curling it back because it might land a little bit short if I don't quite get the wind angle that I want or the wind speed that I want. So you can see that positioning wise, I might need to try to land over up in here for a shot like this and try to curl it back. So I might need to just kind of change my method a little bit. Keep in mind that I'll probably try to kind of replicate what I did earlier, maybe about 5 on the top spin. And I'm kind of looking at kind of maybe like 14-ish rings. So if I'm playing it over here, I'm hoping that it lands up in here, maybe with some curl, a little bit of curl back. So with a little bit smaller wind, I just kind of have to change my method up just a little bit. So far it looks good because it looks like I'm getting the good camera. So it looks like I was able to get it on the back fairway again. Should give myself a very good chance. You could see with what I used with the top spin there, it was maybe right around 5, a little bit more. It was like an epoch 5. Maybe just have to back off just a little bit. Keep in mind that the shot that I just played there was significantly different than the first time that you saw me play it. You might have to just kind of tweak things. It just might have to be the way that it works out because different winds in different directions, you'll want to pay attention. Is it more downward facing? If it's more downward facing to where it's almost a little bit more north, I may just try to top spin it through that bunker with a full top spin type approach on my Epoch 6. So it's really going to be dependent upon the wind as they give us. And, is my wind 16? Is it 13.8? These are going to be contributing factors that you need to be thinking about. So it looks like my opponent missed. With my opponent miss, I guess I'm going to just try to take advantage and pick up an easy win here. Otherwise, just forfeit. But what I'll typically try to do is just barely put it onto the green. So I just want to get an idea of how close I am. There's half club, about quarter club, eighth club. So very, very little ring movement that I'm going to need here for a quarter club if I can get positioned here. So hopefully, around quarter club, we're talking 10-ish per ring, somewhere in there. So you're going to see 1 to 2 rings here played, very, very small adjustment. And you'll probably see that that doesn't really change. It looks like the ball guide just became outside the hole, just barely. Make sure that you don't overpower something like this. You got to be very, very careful. Oh, wow. Wow. It didn't even follow the ball guide. So it looks like you're going to have to be very, very careful there. As I mentioned, I am going to just forfeit it out, but I did want to show you that shot. It's good to see. It's good to see that that hill might be just a little bit glitchy. So you may just want to, just be a little bit careful with the way that you topspin it. I did scan that range and it didn't show me anything glitchy. So I was surprised to see it run out like that. But just be very careful. And as I mentioned, make sure that you're not adding any power or trying to do anything artificial there. As you can see that I just kind of got a bad rollout. It looks like it actually rolled through and kind of changed my break, which I could not see on anywhere on the ball guide. So just kind of a bad break there. You know, you might just need to be a little bit careful with the way that how high you go up on that slope. You might just need to be just a little bit careful and maybe just try to kind of scale that back a little bit. Make sure that those glitchy zones don't happen. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys on hole 5.